Now hoping for a slightly more even third map as we head into the ninth round to determine who will be on which side. I'm joined by Kynite, and you were egging on for this third map. You wanted to see it, and who do you think is going to take it?
I think Team Dignitas will take it. Like I said, I've seen Virtus.pro play Inferno recently, mainly against Epsilon, and they were extremely poor. Obviously, they'd just come back from holiday. Whilst I'd like to think that they prepared for this event, I think Team Dignitas will still take it, especially if they win this ninth round. If Team Dignitas can win this ninth round, get themselves on the more favored CT side, give themselves, 11 or 12 rounds to play with on the T side, then I honestly think Team Dignitas will be heading into the final to play Titan in a few minutes, in an hour's time.
It'll be really interesting to see that game. Dignitas definitely been the most consistent. They've not really put a foot wrong. Yeah, just got stomped on Cash, and that's surprising considering what they did to NIP on that map. But they've really not put much of a foot wrong in this tournament. But the comments we were making with Henry G when we were casting Dignitas versus NIP was, well, NIP have the experience at this level of delivering, and Dignitas actually don't. Dignitas haven't got through these tricky questions. The same could be said of Virtus.pro. They have the experience of winning big tournaments, of going through it, in some of those players dating back millennia of Counter-Strike. Dignitas don't. They still need to be able to flush through experiences like this. So there is always that slither of hope for Virtus.pro, even though they are the out-of-form side against Dignitas, who have been scarily good. But Dignitas did get the CT side, so we will get this underway with the pistol round just in a moment.
Yeah, we will do. Hopefully it'll go live soon. Pretty much all of Dignitas have said they're ready. And now Neo is going to say he's ready, and we're going live.
Take us away.
All right, here we go, the pistol round. Now, even though Inferno is somewhat slightly CT-sided, on CSGO, it's obviously gone through stages of changes in comparison to its brothers in 1.6 and CS Source to try and even it out a little bit. So it's not uncommon, particularly on CSGO, to buy up armor, to keep your Glocks, push all together through apps, push all together up banana, push all together up mid, outnumber your opponents who are pretty much split all over the map, and get that bomb down and play from there. And it's just so crucial. Someone's CS has crashed, but I'll carry on. It's just so crucial on the terrorist side of Inferno to win the pistol round, and you win the pistol round, you get bigger and better weapons. You should win the round after that, and technically, because of how much more expensive the CT side is, you should then go on to win the round after that. So Virtus.pro, I'm pretty sure they'd love a 3-0 lead at the moment with how things stand. And of course, it's all about momentum as well. They can get 3 rounds. When it comes to round number 4, which will be guns versus guns, they'll be the ones with the lead. They'll be the ones who will be playing with their heads held high. They'll be the ones thinking positive. But here we go. We are going to see the ninth round begin. Loads of flashes going out on Banana, as it seems, whilst number 8. Who's number 8? It's Pasha. Pasha's going to be the decoy Virtus.pro player going towards Banana. And we're going to have 4 Virtus.pro players slowly sneaking through apps. And oh no, they've caught AZ with his pants down. Good kill from Stacks, clapping from the audience, and it was a brilliant push from the Poles. They find themselves 1 man up. Dupree wants to put an end to that. He's not going to be able to. He is out of ammo. It's 4 versus 2. Zipnix is, well, he's bleeding. He's on the mobile phone to a medic, and Fetish now is pretty much almost all up to him to try and save the day. He has a smoke, he has a flash, he'll be able to cut out Pit, but he's going to have Bayali and Neo and a heck of a load of angry Poles to deal with on top of that bomb site, and Neo gets a double.
And that is exactly what this game needed. A pistol round win by Virtus.pro will give them a bit of a boost to be able to stop Dignitas from doing what they've done in the other games, which is just close it out from that CT side. And this from VP's side, this is where the discipline will count. This is where Taz will be offering all of his experience. Chatting with him earlier, he was saying, it's hard to know because half the time when you're talking with Taz, he's trolling you. Yeah. And the other half of the time, he's actually, passing on ridiculous knowledge that you should be listening to because it will make you the greatest player ever. But he's mentioned, how to just not say anything stupid when they're in these situations and just keep completely clear comms, only talk when it's vital, because that, he can't actually say, oh, stay calm, lads. They don't listen to that. They listen to know that the atmosphere is the same when they're winning as the same when they're losing. which is a interesting point to be. We are paused. We have lost one of the VP players. I'll tell you, the virtus.pro manager, who is stood behind him, big guy. You wouldn't mess with him. He was taking on the admin yesterday, and you're just like complete like size mismatch. And admin says one thing out, he'll just like choke slam you. The big show comes along and picks him up.
He actually threatened that he'd turn into the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, he did. I think all teams should have like 2 types of managers. You've got the Devil Walk, you know, actual coaching type of manager, and then you've got you know, the Incredible Hulk type of bouncer manager who's just going to say, not today, son, you're not coming in.
Let's bear in mind they have Pasha in his biceps as well. Wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of Pasha. Safe to say that.
Yeah, I guess Heaton plays both roles maybe.
Yeah.
So we are currently looking into an issue. There's a whole group of admins in the vicinity. And I guess we will...
But it's a computer issue. So I think if we just jump to an ad break, assuming the producers are listening.
Everyone loves ads. Let's see some ads. Did you love those ads as much as I did? Into the game we go. We are live with virtus.pro, ready to rock and roll. Whatever the issue was for Pasha, it has passed. And it's going to be a Dignitas CZ round on their defense. Kainak, take us away.
All right, so here we go. Snacks is going to slowly creep his way towards that opening in Asp, but he is alone on this A-bomb site. He has that sword-off Kraken, which we saw MBK trying to use earlier on. virtus.pro, of course, they've got big weapons. They've got AKs, they've got a few Galils, they've got that sword-off Kraken, of course, because they won the pistol round. And I think Snacks is just going to try and act as the bait here on the A-bomb site, unless virtus.pro have a change of heart and decide to go and back him up. It's a very slow and methodical approach from virtus.pro, and I don't blame them. They want to try and keep their engagements to a distance. They don't want to come up close and personal up against the CZ75s, because they'll pretty much just, it's like a stapler gun. It'll just hammer you in the head. But talking about the CZ75s, they have gone up close and personal. Dupree got that first frag, but Pasha has managed to shut 2 of them down. Bayali with the headshot onto Device. And Dupree has actually managed to pick up that sword-off Kraken, and he's making his way towards the man with the biceps right now on Banana. Pasha has no idea he's there. If Dupree had actually pushed out, he would have caught Pasha reloading, and I think Dupree's not even interested in trying to defuse this bomb. He's just going to play it cool, calm, and collected behind these logs, try and get an exit frag, which he should get here. Yes, he will, and that'll definitely help his financial state by getting that sword-off Kraken kill. 2 exit frags, or at least they're going to try for the exit frags, and no surprises really. virtus.pro have taken the round, 2-0 to the polls.
Good play from virtus.pro. They convert that, and you know, a Dignitas CZ round is a scary round. They have regularly proven that they can make it count, and so it's important to get out of those rounds without too much issue and too much drama. And getting 4 players out alive, a bomb plant, was absolutely what the doctor ordered. So VP up by 2, and we are in another Dignitas CZ round, plus that Galil that Dupree was able to collect after getting that one frag. It was this very boost that NIP did yesterday, was when they said, yeah, we heard you call that out loud on stage.
Wow.
So that's why we've been careful ever since. And it'll be Neo and Pasha who push in. Neo goes looking for Xyp9x, and Xyp9x escapes. As virtus.pro now begin to just edge their way around the corner. Neo's there. They haven't still got the full 5 going in towards this site, but it'll be Neo who jumps around the corner. What a hit onto Xyp9x. He pays for it with his life, courtesy of Fetish. And there is Device dispatching of another man. And Device will wait for the second bite of the cherry. Can he get the next one? As AZ goes down, Device will follow suit. And that leaves just Dupree 1-on-3 to come in and follow suit. We're going to go on to the first buy round now. Team Dignitas, having got so little out of cash, will need a bit of a morale-boosting go-around win here.
Yeah, they definitely will need that. And Team Dignitas, it's time now to start seeing them put their reputation into action. People say they're one of the best CT sides in CSGO. And fingers crossed we'll start to see it here, because if they don't, they will find themselves ecoing again with virtus.pro 4-0 up, and we probably will see the scoreline go to 5-0 up. And on Inferno, as terrorists, you ideally want 5 or 6 rounds. So give virtus.pro 5 rounds so early does not really, it's not really what Team Dignitas want, but it's going to be Pasha to drop Device with that AWP kill straight onto Arch, and they have fallen back. And dear me, it's hard, this stuff, when you realise that they might be able to hear you. But anyways, here we go. Fetish peeks banana. Sees a few, puts the smoke down, a defensive smoke, of course. We saw iBuyPower try and utilise them a lot on this very same map against Epsilon earlier on in the tournament, yesterday to be exact. As Taz, I think he might try to be the decoy. He might try to fake it as if he's going to try and push apps, as if he's going to try and push round quad, whilst the rest of his teammates try and infiltrate and unlock this single-man defense on the B-bomb site of Xyp9x. Xyp9x puts the smoke down. Meaning virtus.pro will have to rush through the smoke, but they are in fact going to come through. They're taking their time. It's going to be a 1 versus 1 between Xyp9x and Neo. Xyp9x pulls the trigger. He doesn't get a kill, and technically now virtus.pro should have full control of this A-bomb site, with Taz playing the flank role. And look, they're all coming towards him. Taz gets one. He's left AZ on only 24 points of health. And Dupree and AZ, they're just going to run away. They know that they're not going to win this round. And I said that virtus.pro have been poor on Inferno so far, but I think they're going to prove me wrong.
Well, they've got their 4th round in, and for Dignitas, yeah, the situation there, once they realised they had 5 men in the site, if they could have got away with 3 guns, it actually would have been pretty great. 2, yeah, but they weren't going to flog a dead horse any longer, and VP picked themselves up that 4th round, and for them, they are building up ahead of steam here, coming off that cash victory. And for a team who didn't necessarily look all that convincing throughout this tournament, they're starting to turn this around, and Team Dignitas' nerves will be starting to build. As you can see, just some 6 frags on the board for Dignitas thus far. Pasha now leads the chance. That AWP shot he hit in the last was fantastic. Just had a millisecond to connect. There was a nade waiting to hit him, and he did what he had to do and got out of there, and it was Device that was all the worse for it. We're on board with Dupree, who may see love from Snacks any second now. And AZ is also ready for action. You feel that Pasha will be the man to open up the attack again. They'll use that AWP to find a hole. And here he is, with him leading the charge round, scouting out that what was the Modo pit, and looking for a silhouette to shoot at, and sees it and connects with it. 1 shot, 1 kill. Dupree down, and Dignitas now have to level up the terms courtesy of AZ, but Taz avenges and loses as well as we go tit for tat with these frags. Device getting in on Taz, and the 3 of Dignitas are about to swarm onto that A side and cover on this afterplant as Fetish moves in, and it'll be Fetish to push in as the Molotov goes off. He gets snacks, loses his life courtesy of Bialy, and then in come Dignitas with Zipnix and Device, both getting themselves a kill, and Dignitas are on the board. It is going to be 4-1.
4-1, and Dignitas, welcome to the scoreboard. And I think they deserved that round, to be fully honest. I thought you mentioned how clinical Pasha was with the AWP in the round prior to the last round, where he got that entry frag, and he did it again. But unfortunately, that time around, Virtus.pro failed to capitalize on it because Team Dignitas had weapons, weapons in hand. So here we go. Device is going to try and out-AWP Pasha, but Pasha, of course, has gone with the AK-47 this time round. So that suggests to me that we might see something a bit more quicker from Virtus.pro. Maybe push straight into the B-bomb site where they previously had some, to be fully honest, pretty good luck. Because Zipnix was only playing it by himself. But this time round, he does have Fetish with him. But if Snacks can instigate a rotation here on this large array bomb site, maybe, just maybe, we do see Fetish moving. He's getting closer and closer to CT spawn. Maybe we'll see Virtus.pro push straight into the B bomb site, but the bomb is in fact going to go up mid. Snacks is just going to try and play it cool, calm and collected, try and scout out the positions of these CTs. I'm pretty sure that they'll be aware that there most likely will be a CT in pit. It's a pretty standard position. And again, it's Ringa Ringa Roses as Virtus.pro take the bomb back up towards Banana. So I think Team Dignitas are probably just as confused as we are, and we have X-ray vision. And Zipnix, he's going to fall back, probably the right decision as soon as that smoke wore off. He wanted to be up close to it, because if Virtus.pro had actually pushed in through the smoke, he would have seen them first, but he's hearing them rushing into this bomb site. He's pulling on the trigger, he's spraying, but he's not going to get the kill. But Fetish and AZ are quick on the rotation. We were talking about how well Team Dignitas play as a team, how quick they are rotating, how quick they are to back each other up. And even though Virtus.pro got the bomb down, that was London conspiracy-esque from Team Dignitas on the B bomb site Inferno retake.
Well, the rotation wasn't even that quick. There just wasn't enough to sell the push in towards A. They took a long time. They had Zipnix isolated 1 and 3, and they took a long time to get into B, and they took a long time to do anything with the 2 players over on A. It was the right idea. It just wasn't that well executed in the end from Virtus.pro. And Dignitas get their second round on the board, and this will be a big round from Pasha to see whether he can continue to open up for VP. As they'll look for something different. We're on board with Device now, who will look to show what he's capable for. Just look straight down the mid. He's got Pasha almost on the other end. Having not seen anything there, he can sit himself up and just call areas where there aren't players, which narrows down for the rest of his teammates to know where there might be players. And that's enough. Neo without weapon will stick very close to another player, as he'll be very quick to pick up a gun the moment it becomes available, and he sits on top of Pasha. If Pasha's down, Neo's there to pick it up. There is Pasha, and he was almost down. He's taken a slither of damage, and he and Neo will retreat. VP group up, 45 seconds left on the clock, which will begin to be a factor here as Pasha now will try to open another hole for Virtus.pro as they move around, but Device is in there this time. He's moved on, and they'll use Neo to be the bait this time as he is picked off instantly by AZ and hasn't really helped Pasha trying to get in there. AZ gets the second, Dupree on the third. Bialy the only man to have got a frag thus far as Pasha's AWP does down Device, AWP on AWP, but Pasha's losing friends and Pasha's losing his life as Dignitas take no prisoners and get their third round on the board.
Yeah, and we're finally starting to see the Team Dignitas that we all know and love, that we're all familiar with on this on their preferred CT half, of course. So here we go. We've got an AWP coming out from Device, and Virtus.pro, of course, are going to be ecoing. We've got Pasha with his CZ75 and Bialy, who's opted to go for the same weapon, whilst the rest of them have P250s. And it's good to see an interesting mix like that in the team, because both the P250 and CZ75 are very different weapons, and each one has a certain role in which it can be best utilized in. But they are going to rush straight into this smaller B bomb site. Fetish burns, Bayali barbecues him. And talking about barbecue, Neo is in fact he stood on top of barbecue now. The smoke has gone down, which will allow him to plant. Xyp9x hears it going down. He's going to continue to fight with that AK-47. And well, eventually, virtus.pro dropped like flies. But it was an eco round for virtus.pro, and the aim for them was always just to get the bomb down.
Yeah, and that worked from their perspective, and the smoke did its job. Might have been simple, but they all count. There is that Dignitas side who really just look as calm as they can be. And 4-4. Still a lot to play for here, but Dignitas starting to get a bit more gusto in their play as they grow back in confidence after what would have been a demoralizing cash performance. But they weren't quick to get out of their system, having lost the opening 4 rounds of this half, only to reclaim them all. The device in that AWP will look and connect. It's a groin frag onto Snax as he will move across now. Bialy will report out. But that's exactly what Device wanted to do. Go in, get that kill, and get out safely. And he can now sit back and wait. And said it before, they've got the confidence once they've got that man advantage that they're forcing everyone to go together so they can isolate one site and leave Device in there. And that's been Dignitas' strength. Nothing crazy. Crazy is on the bus. And that smoke does prohibit, anyone from really knowing whether they've come or gone down on that banana walkway, and they'll need Taz to be as loud as he can be. Those shots down and towards banana, but they need to be backing that up. Well, the moment Taz is gone, the moment he's making that noise, you've got 5 seconds to make your next move, because you can already see that Fetish knows. Fetish has already moved, and Taz can play a vital role if he can cut through spawn, though, and so he goes down in the end. And here comes the move. You're on board with Fetish, who's well in position by the time that attack eventually makes its way across. And Xyp9x dispatches of Bialy. Again from virtus.pro, it's that same problem they had before. They just need to do it quicker.
Yeah, they need to speed it up. And the thing is, their playstyle relies a lot, especially on such a CT-sided map like Nuke, relies a lot on Pasha with the AWP getting those exit frags, dropping the CTs down, one extra person on, for example, the B bomb site. If Pasha, like we saw him try to do earlier, peeks coils and gets the frag onto his CT at the back of that bomb site, on the back of coils, it will most likely mean that there's only going to be one more CT in Team Dignitas left on the B bomb site. So, a 5 versus 1 push, it should be an easy bomb site take for virtus.pro. And I think this might be what they're going to try to do. But of course, Pasha only has the Galil, so we are probably going to see flashes come over, smokes towards CT spawn. The smokes are raining down. Xyp9x gets the double. Fetish joining in on the action as well. And the man with the biceps has traded that Galil for an AK-47, but he's got it all to do. He's got Dupree coming from one side, and he's obviously got Xyp9x behind him. And superb round for Team Dignitas.
Yeah, perfect play from them. They just waited for them to just walk into the assault, and they've won now 6 rounds in a row, the Danish side, and they're beginning to look hot. There's 5 left in this first half, and they may be watching on. The real team with a ever so slight advantage is Titan, who are sat in the audience and watching and learning and thinking, what can we offer against either of these two sides? Who do they want to face? Chatting with Dignitas earlier, they said they wanted to face Titan in the final. That was the team they wanted to play against, not because of actually they felt that they had an advantage, but because they actually wanted something good to happen for Titan, which I thought was quite interesting. As you see now, Device dropped by Taz as they were forced to run at Device because of the Molotov, and he just wasn't ready for that. And Dupree will resume normal service as dispatched of the bomb carrier, so they're going to have to come back towards him. Neo does get the kill before AZ comes in and gets one back, and now quickly rushing across as they realize that there was an AWP about to be in play was that last man standing that was Fetish. So looking at the scoreboard, it is Dupree on 11, a spread of only 5 down to AZ on the other side, and if you look on the virtus.pro side, 6 and 7. There is Fetish on your side, sporting the team cap, and the team captain is leading them all the way to victory at the moment.
Well, as it stands, he definitely is. But never, ever rule virtus.pro out. 5 AKs is what they currently possess. Pasha, you know he loves to AWP, but it hasn't really worked for him. He's managed to get some entry frags, but after that they've really struggled to properly infiltrate the bomb site without his presence, without the presence of that extra more versatile AK-47 to take bomb sites. So here we go. Snax is making a heck of a load of noise in apartments, in bedrooms to be exact. Good flash from Device, flashing anyone who could potentially be coming Arch. And well, it's not every day you see Device miss easy shots like that, but it just goes to show we're all human, bar maybe Scream, because he's some sort of living aimbot. But here we go. Taz gets the headshot onto Ace. He's going to try and get more. Dupree is going to shut him down, but look who it is. It's Snax and Xyp9x who are going to exchange kills. And at 3 versus 2, Dignitas have the numerical advantage, but Pasha, he has nothing now. 8-4.
Yeah, big opportunity there. With that AWP in the side, it wasn't the perfect position to be sat with a sniper, but he made it work. And once he realized that it wasn't going to get any kills, he just sat back and was like, I got 3 points of health. Hopefully I survive and my teammates help me out here. And that's exactly what they did. And we're at Dignitas 8-4. That was a real chance for virtus.pro. That was one of the few rounds that have been very, very close. And, you know, it's some games can be a 2-0 stomp, and they could have gone 2-0 the other way. These maps that we've seen so far, they've been just clinically one-sided. One team dominating on either map, and at the moment it's Dignitas offering that up here on Inferno, and we'll see whether they've got anything to mix that up with as the AUG is about to enter the fray. MBK's weapon of choice. Neo will push around the corner. Device that will see action as well as that smoke Molotov should push him back, and he will just rattle off a few shots towards Taz. Unlucky to not get a kill, and in the end just picked off with a headshot through the smoke of Bialy there. And now Xyp9x will try and return that favor and show him how it's done as the virtus.pro side are ready to make their move. It's Xyp9x who's walking into a Lion's Pit. Snax gets a headshot on towards AZ, and with that second kill, they've decided, you know what, there is an opportunity here. Xyp9x smelt that they were going to chase that one out and hunted down the bomb carrier, but only for him to lose his life. And Dupree's out as well. It's Fetish or bust for Dignitas, who don't have long, but they will be able to get that bomb in towards the site with just seconds to spare. But Fetish is downed in the end anyway. And virtus.pro get themselves their 5th round, and they're back on the board, but they must build up some momentum.
Yeah, they need to, and interesting comment from Device there.
Friendly comment, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's great sportsmanship in Counter-Strike, as always. I know Thorin said yesterday doesn't exactly agree with players being nice to each other, but floats your boat, I guess.
Lurp made the same comment. it's you know, they like American sports where there is no class. In tennis, if someone plays a nice shot, you'll applaud the opponent. So, you know, classy sportsman.
So we're comparing CS to tennis. And here we go. Fetish gets the double. He might get a triple. He won't because Bialy is there. And he's very, very good with the AK-47. But Dupree, he's read the polls like an open book. He knows they've suffered a lot of casualties at the top of Banana. And he's guessed that they're going to push back down Banana towards mid. And yep, you betcha, he's guessed correctly. AZ joining in on the action, leaving Snax with 11 points of health. And you do have to wonder whether they're going to try and hunt him down or whether they're just going to sit on top of the bomb sites and let him save that weapon. He does have one of every possible grenade on his belt. So he's not even interested in trying to retrieve that bomb. As a matter of fact, no, he might be. It's not going to be easy to really get this 1 versus 4. But no, he's going to stay in Vietnam, and understandable. He's just going to play around with the chickens. Everyone loves the new chickens in CSGO on Inferno.
And this will take us to 9-5 for Team Dignitas, and doesn't leave VP much margin for error in the second half of this one.
It doesn't. But virtus.pro, they can still get a 6th round. I'm not sure how their economy currently looks, so if we can just whip up the scoreboard.
Doubt he'd be saving. Given that they won one round, having lost several in a row, there won't be much money in the bank.
No, yeah, I just wanted to see how much there would be exactly. Yeah, they're going to force it anyways, because it is going to be the last round.
You can't force it. You can't fake it. This emotion on the stage. As we have virtus.pro knowing that they need this. They need this round. They've done better than NIP did against Dignitas on Inferno, that's for sure. And they've given themselves something to play with in that second half. But it's the big players for Dignitas that once again have shown up. It's the style of Dignitas' play that once again has won out. And what will be interesting is going into Cologne, what people are able to adapt to play against this Dignitas side. How can they anti-Dignitas? Bialy already down to 8 points of health without even a blemish on the Dignitas side. Pasha pushed up Banana. Wasn't able to do a great deal there in terms of causing a distraction, and now will retreat round. The one thing he has been able to do is learn that there's no one following them, but do see the assault about to begin from virtus.pro as they push in towards this A site now. It's Pasha to push on first with Device waiting and Fetish there as well. Fetish will just fire in towards the smoke, and Pasha isolated him, downed him, and Dupree ready to see the bomb carrier coming in now. Device gets the frag on towards Neo, follows that up with Dupree onto Pasha, and virtus.pro are walking into the firing squad. That is Team Dignitas. They have won that first half by 10 rounds to 5, and they are looking impeccable, and they are looking like they're going to set up a date with Team Titan.
Yep, as it stands at the moment, but 10-5 is a pretty standard score for counter-terrorists on Inferno. I want to now see how virtus.pro are going to do on this CT side. But I think the pistol round is crucial here. They win it, they should find themselves at 10-8 after winning the next 2 consecutive rounds. If Team Dignitas win it, and virtus.pro aren't careful, Team Dignitas might find themselves on 13 rounds, which, you know, really goes to show the importance of winning the 9th round, because when you look at the scoreboard and you see your opponents with 13 rounds, even though you still got it all to play for, you just think to yourself, wow, they're only 3 rounds away from actually winning. And Counter-Strike is a mental game as much as it is a physical game. But here we go. Neo has pushed all the way up Banana towards Car, but it does look like Team Dignitas are going to go straight round quad towards this larger A bomb site. Pasha and AZ sparring at each other through the smoke, but I think the bomb will go down. Yep, it will in this corner, thanks to the Team Dignitas leader. And virtus.pro, despite suffering no casualties as of yet, I spoke too soon. AZ might get 2. No, he won't. Snacks shuts him down. And 4 versus 4. What can virtus.pro do to try and retake the bomb site here? Pasha and Snacks both to try and rally the troops coming round quad as the other 2 push straight onto the bomb site. They've completely missed Zipnix in graveyard. Dupree gets 1. Zipnix might make it a triple. Yes, he does. And Dignitas make it look easy.
Yeah, excellent play there from Zipnix. Didn't have to get involved in the first 10-15 seconds of that fight. Just waited for the moment when it really counted. And ended with 3 frags for him. Great play from Zipnix, and Team Dignitas will look to make something happen for them. virtus.pro's response will be 2 CZs, couple of nades. And they've not been that successful, VP, in turning around pistol round defeats. It's been Dignitas that have been the masters of that. And also what Dignitas have done, though, is they've been just so efficient. They're less Danish, more German in the way that they approach these rounds. They cover every corner, they cover every moment. There is no time for flair, there is no time for fun, there is only time for winning. Don't see Bialy going around and just assassinating Zipnix from the other side. Awesome play from Bialy. Now what can they do with this as Device, when that P90 will move in, take on Neo, and somehow just fall short of getting the kill. AZ down, Dupree follows as well, and oh, what a commentator's curse. Said VP hadn't been good at converting or countering pistol round losses, and they go and get that, and the crowd rise to their feet to applaud.
11-6, and now, of course, virtus.pro, after winning that round, they're going to buy up these submachine guns. Neo with an interesting weapon of choice, a UMP. I'm not sure if he picked it up off one of the Dignitas players. I don't think he did. But hey, whatever floats his boat, and I think he's going to try and push to the bottom of Banana with this UMP. Sorry. No, he's not. Team Dignitas, 4 players have been stacked on Banana, whilst Neo and Snacks wait eagerly with these submachine guns to wreak havoc. But here we go, the smokes, the defensive smokes are coming out. They're all running into Snacks' P90. Snacks, can he make it 3? Yes, he can. And well, it is against an eco. But let's be honest, we all love the P90. He's even trying to go for the knife. Oh, and he gets it in the end. And the crowd loved that. But Device, let's not forget him. He's still alive and standing. He still has an AK-47, which he picked up off Pasha. And even though they know where he is, he's a good player. He's a brilliant player, and we know that he's capable of pulling clutches off like this. They're tracking him down, and it looked like Snacks wanted to go for another knife. But it's good to see the teams are having fun.
Yeah, virtus.pro will take that round, and we're at a 4-round advantage for Dignitas, and the knife from Snacks, it'll be confidence boosting, if not anything else. And the virtus.pro fans are finding their voice at the back there as well. The Katowice champions know that they're not out of this one yet, but have much work to do. Dignitas on it. CZ round once more. Only 2 nades to complement that as well. And Neo with the P90 this round. It'll be Pasha who will be forced to retreat courtesy of that flash. And Dignitas, if they can get up close and personal with those CZs, can make something happen. But VP don't allow them anywhere near them. And in the end, get 5 kills with only 1 in response. 3 rounds, the difference.
Yeah, and all right, guys. If you want virtus.pro to win, let the people on the stream hear it. If you want Team Dignitas to win, let the... Who do you think won
even
that
a
battle?
boo. There was a boo from this side for Team Dignitas.
Oh, Who do you think won that battle?
I think the VP fans were louder.
Slightly louder. But anyways, here we go. Device, nades flying down Banana, leaving AZ on only 3 HP. Neo's going aggressive, but he's being hurt pretty badly himself. That Molotov should dispose of AZ. Yes, it does. Neo barbecues him up Banana. And I'm starting to sound like I'm talking on Ready, Steady, Cook rather than Counter-Strike with bananas and barbecues. But anyways, Taz holding Arch. He has Zipnix in front of him. And Dupree in Boiler Room, but do have both Pasha and Taz who were playing Arch together. So if Pasha drops, Taz is going to be quick to try and retaliate, try and get the all-important return frag, and out come the Molotovs. And I don't think, personally, that we see enough teams utilizing the Molotovs in CSGO. They're so useful, particularly when it comes to grinding out rounds, to running down the clock, like defensive smokes, and that's exactly what virtus.pro are using them for. But the bomb has been left on Banana. There's 3 Team Dignitas players there. To be specific, 2 of them are Dupree and Device, and Neo with the P90 is going to push out. What's going on? Pasha has gotten a kill somewhere, and they've all run past Neo. He's going to spray and pray literally with that P90, and down all go the Dignitas players, and virtus.pro fans enjoyed that one.
Yeah, VP crawling right the way back into this game, and look at a momentary smile from Taz coming out there as he calls across to his teammates. And virtus.pro now the deficit just 2 rounds, and it'll be another Dignitas go as they'll go for 4 CZs, a handful of nades, and not a lot else. Last time they just tried to rush A and get close. This time they will split up, but if they split up with those CZs and try and engage from range, they'll be depart. At at least what they've done there with those two players pushing up is they forced the two players to drop back deep in towards B, allowing them absolutely no information for when this A rush does come, and it is coming, and Pasha is going to have to push in. It's Taz who will stop the first man. Device goes down, but Xyp9x gets it. Pasha will come in on the action with two of his own. Bomb planted for Dignitas, and Xyp9x is not quite content with that with his second frag of the round, but it will be Bialy to down him, and bomb planted will be something for Dignitas, but it's going to be 11-10, and this one's going to go down to the wire.
Yep, it will, and maybe even an overtime. I don't think the current schedule would agree with an overtime. Safe to say that. But it is 11-10. Team Dignitas have gone for the all-AK setup. They haven't really tried to utilize an AWP to get those exit frags, a bit similar to what virtus.pro were trying to do, a bit similar to what Fnatic like to do with JW, and a bit similar to what Titan like to do with Kenny S. But here we go, Neo going very, very aggressive on Banana. It's Neo versus AZ on your screens right now. They tried to burn him down again, but it is going to be Pasha, who normally plays on the A bomb site. virtus.pro sent an extra 2 players onto the B bomb site to prevent what could have been a possible B bomb site push, and very well thought out from virtus.pro, so credit goes to them. But Team Dignitas have decided to fall back. They realized there was one too many players on the B bomb site. At the moment, it's kills everywhere. Kills left, right, and center. Pasha, he got a kill on the B bomb site. He's rotated all the way back round and made sure that Dignitas know he is here on the A bomb site. And he gets a hat-trick.
High game, virtus.pro are back in business here and have the wind in their sails as they look to get into the final and take on Titan. But this is Dignitas' problem. They have been the best team in this tournament throughout. They have just dominated everyone they've gone up against. And when it comes to the conversion, they've fallen potentially short. We'll be out to make sure that they are no nearly men. They are no Arsenal of the CS world. Neo who gets himself 1 and 2, and virtus.pro open up, and Fetish will pick up that AWP and rattle shots in towards the smoke, but he's hoping more than anything that there'll be someone on the other end. Pasha drops Dupree, and virtus.pro are really rolling now. It's 2 versus 5. These Dignitas players are going to be asked to go beyond the Call of Duty, as Xyp9x will be charged with keeping those at A busy, whilst Fetish lines up his nade and to occupy out the B side. It is Xyp9x who does keep those at A busy with a frag on towards Taz, and now he'll be joined by his bald leader as he pushes in towards the site now with reinforcements, but with Fetish down, it's all on Xyp9x now. Can he go 1 on 5? No, he can't, and Pasha drops him, and an emotionless response from him, but a winning reaction as they are 12-11 up, and Dignitas sinking without trace at this second half.
Yeah, but Dignitas can still afford to buy weapons. Fetish has to settle with only a Galil, but, and this is a big but, we've seen them do it before, and I don't see any reason why they won't be able to do it again. I'm interested in this virtus.pro setup by Ali. That nade down mid. Oh! Leaves Fetish on less than half of 100 health. And we can see how virtus.pro quick to put the smokes down towards the bottom of Banana from CT spawn. They're putting Molotovs down as well. They're really preventing any sort of quick Dignitas push into the B bomb site, which they haven't really attempted themselves so far. Neo playing a bit ninja-like, pushing all the way down to the bottom of Banana, and I think what we'll see now is maybe Snax pulling back round to the A bomb site, leaving Neo in that corner by himself to allow him to maybe get a few frags should Team Dignitas decide to push up Banana. And that should give virtus.pro an extra man on the A bomb side, but they're not going to go for that. They're going to continue to fight. I think Snax is going to try and be the bait here, see if we can get any frags, try and constrict the space that Team Dignitas have here on the map. Team Dignitas. They're still in T-spawn technically. They're still at T-step. And Neo, he was hiding, but Device managed to drop him. And surely now we're going to see Team Dignitas push all the way in to this B bomb site. Here they come. Snacks is nailed in the head by Device. And are we going to see the game take another twist and go even Steven at 12-12. Pasha doesn't want it to happen. He's trying to drop Fetish. The bomb has gone down. And surprisingly, Pasha hasn't. Fetish hasn't. So, we await the virtus.pro rotation. It has begun, but Dupree is taking a leaf out of Get Right's book. He's playing as the flanker. He waited at the bottom of mid. He waited for the CTs to rotate away from A, but Taz knows he's coming. Taz is firing. Taz is looking for the kill. He can't get it. Headshot from Dupree. And Team Dignitas will tie it up at 12-12.
Excellent round, Team Dignitas, and they preyed on a mistake from Neo as he went down, all the way down on that B alleyway, and he had to do something. He had to stop that push. And in the end, the kill only ammoed up his opponents, and they charged in towards B. And Dignitas have themselves a real opportunity now to come back as they'll push in for virtus.pro. That was just an opportunity to buy new weapons, as they have much money in the bank. You'll see Snacks' new weapon as they'll see action coming up towards B. Hazy gets himself the frag on 2-1, and that combination of the Molotov and Auto Sniper just eating away as Pasha will come around to join the party as Hazy dropped and Dignitas a little unsure whether they're coming or going at B, and Pasha's got all the answers. He says, "You're going, Device." As now Zipnix pushes in, and Pasha having none of it. There will be no fun at B when Pasha is here. He will just escort you off the premises. And virtus.pro pick themselves up another round, and that is going to be 13-12.
Yes, it is. And, well, virtus.pro, they were 10-5 down at half-time after their T-half, and now find themselves one round up as far as this game is concerned. As you can see at the bottom of your screens, it is a best of 3, and it is currently 1-1. We saw the first map on DDoS 2 go in favor of Team Dignitas, go in favor of the team from Denmark. We saw the second map on Cash go in favor of the Poles, and quite interestingly enough, both maps were quite heavily sided. Team Dignitas, I think, won DDoS 2, was it 16-3, if my memory is 16-3? And then virtus.pro, what a way to fight back by winning 16-2 on Cash. But here we are on Inferno, and we've not got a stomp here. We've got a close and evenly matched game at 13-12. Team Dignitas can still turn it around, or maybe virtus.pro are gonna walk away with the victory. Neo is gonna be the man on Arch. He's gonna put those smokes and Molotovs down, and I'm really liking how virtus.pro are trying to use these Molotovs, but Dupree is gonna walk straight through it. Oh no! Neo goes down to his own Molotov, but Taz doesn't care. 3 kills from the Tasmanian Devil, and now it's 2 versus 2. Snacks with the interesting auto sniper, Bayali with the M4, and both Team Dignitas players with AK-47s. And what was Zipnix doing there? He went into pit. He didn't have to do that. He could have gone straight onto the bomb site. He's lost the bomb, but Device wants to fight back. Device wants to make sure that Team Dignitas write their name all over this round. But it's not going to happen, because look who it is. Snacks and the auto sniper.
Massive moment there in that 1 versus 1 as Snacks dispatches of Device and changes the whole complexity of the game. You win that, and Dignitas can buy. You lose that, and Dignitas must save. And with just a handful of rounds left, it also would have tied up the game. VP are 2 away from victory. They're 2 away from Titan in the grand final. And let's see whether that auto sniper will see more action. They have moved Azy up there, and Azy will come around the corner. And Azy's goal there was just to see what's waiting for me around that corner when I show myself. Is the auto sniper there? Yes, he is. So we know that it's going to be a hard entry up on B, as they'll have to change pace and change location. Neo gets himself the frag onto Fetish, who was left up to stop any rotation. And he'll now push down the banana, but elsewhere you see Taz and Pasha both getting fragged. And virtus.pro up to 3 match points.
And virtus.pro edging closer and closer to winning this game. They only need one more round, guys, to hit the to enter the 16th round, to enter the promised land of Titan in the final, which will of course be a best of 3 as well. So Pasha flashing himself at spawn, maybe for good luck, but no, he's obviously trying to get rid of that. So here we go, Dignitas. It looks like they're going to waste no time. They're in fact sending 4 of the 5 of them up Banana. Snacks has that auto sniper, and I think that Molotov is going to deal a heck of a load of damage. Neo goes down. Snacks with the auto sniper gets 2, 3 from Snacks, and Snacks explodes on Banana. The fire is still there. Fetish drops Snacks, but at 3 versus 2, and with Pasha, the man with the huge biceps on top of this B-bomb site, surely he's not going to let this one slip. Surely virtus.pro are going to push someone down mid in Taz. Yes, they will. He will flank. He will put Zipnix to sleep. And Fetish now, the only Dane left to fight for OD's men. Here we go. They need this round, Dignitas, no question about it. Lose this one, they're going home. Bayali will send them home. 16-12, GG, and virtus.pro, what a fight back.
Yeah, they turned that game around, they won their map, and then coming on to Inferno, despite a pretty poor showing on their on their T side.